Welcome. In this tutorial, we are going to be looking at V-Ray for 3ds Max. It's going to be a series, and here is, the image we hope to be able to put out. So we have different lighting scenarios that we are going to be looking at, and we are going to be using V-Ray 7.2. V-Ray 7.2 just came out about a week ago, and I feel it is, a good choice for this beginner series. First of all, you will need to get the software. So where can you get the software? Here we come to autodesk.com. So I'm going to be showing you how you can get free version of the software from Autodesk. All you need to do first is to sign in. So you're going to click on sign in. And if you don't have Autodesk account, you will have to create one for free. For me, I have my Autodesk account, so I can just log in. So also, while that one is loading, you will need to go to chaos.com to do the same thing. Sign in. If you don't have an account, you will create and sign in. Now that you have signed in, what can you do? You'll see here that there is an option to start for free. Click on it. While that one is loading, we can come here to, I've logged in now, and you can see try here. So let's be doing them one by one. So, okay. Here I'm saying Flow Studio. Sorry, I didn't check what it was showing me. So here we are. Anyway, so what can you do? If you scroll to the end, you will see download trial. So that's what I should have chosen. And you have the products here, different ones. So in this case, we want to download 3ds Max, and if possible, you need Revit too. You will see it here. So you are going to click download trial. Here too, you can see I'm trying to do both at the same time. You have free trial, different software. You have Enscape, you have Corona, you have V-Ray for architectural visualization, and V-Ray for media and entertainment. So we are going to choose V-Ray for ArcVis. So in this case also, Autodesk is giving you quite an option. So you have business, home use, education, and file viewer. So in this case, I'm going to say if you are into education, like you're a student or an educator, so you will choose education. So what it's going to give you is going to give you 1 year free access. But if you are a business or home, you are using it for business or home use, then you are going to have 30 days, free trial. So in this case, if I click on business, I'm going to click next for my info. Then I'm going to input all the information that is required here. So let's go back. If it's for education, I'm going to click on it. Then it will take me to educational community, and I can pick the software that I want. I think it's still loading. So I can pick, 3ds Max, and it's going to ask you, are you a student, are you an educator, or are you, the IT administrator? The criteria for each one of them, is different. So if you are a student, you are going to choose student. Then if you are an educator, you choose like that. Let's choose students. For example, if you choose student, you have, access to 3ds Max student subscription 1 year. But after 1 year, you can actually renew your subscription. So you are going to enter everything that you need to do here, your date of birth, educational institution. You are going to put the name of your school. Autodesk have the database for all that, so it's just for them to confirm. So you are going to put your educational identification here too, then you'll be able to have access to it. In the case of chaos group, you can only get 30 days free trial. But if you want educational license, it's going to be a little bit cheaper than the major one. So here you can start your trial. You can choose any one of these, but the difference is this: you have much more access to much more software if you choose ArcVis collection. But if you choose V-Ray Solo, you just have your V-Ray and everything that we are going to be using actually for this tutorial. You can get it under V-Ray Solo. But if you want to try many other software like Chaos Phoenix, Chaos Player, Chaos Can, Chaos Vantage, and Chaos Animal, of course you will go for this. Their prices are different too. And I'm going to click trial, and you get here. Here, I've put some of my own details there. Then the credit card. Of course, you put your credit card. They will not charge you. You can see it's euro that you are paying. But billing starts automatically after the free trial. After the free trial, cancel before it ends to avoid getting billed. So the major thing is after 30 days, they will start automatically, you know, uh, billing your card. And if you don't want that to happen, maybe when it's if it's going to expire tomorrow, then definitely uh, it's better to cancel the subscription. And how to cancel the subscription is easy. So I have this subscription that I've done. You just fill that, and you get your software. But let me go to my products. You can see I have active product, and it's going to expire on the 8th of September. Today is 15th of August. So I can just click here and cancel the subscription so that they will not, debit me. After you get these two, you will need to get relink bitmap. Relink bitmap will be very, very useful when we begin to import objects from another file. So you search for relink bitmaps, then click on the first page, and click on direct download 2.7. It is going to download. Then you also need to get Copitor. Copitor is used to copy from one 3ds Max to another. So if you click on it, it's going to bring you here. And if you scroll down, you can read all that, but to download is what I want to show you. If you scroll down, you are going to see download URL. And when you click on it, it's going to bring you here. Then you see Copitor. You click on it, and you can pay $2 to get it here. I think I paid $2 then, or even $1 at then. I can't remember. So when you do that, you click add to cart. Then you are going to input your email address, your card, and all those things. Then you are going to get it. Also, you will need another plugin. The name of that plugin, another software really, because it's not really a plugin like that. So the name of the software is Connector. When you search Connector on Google, it's going to bring all these, and the first website is going to be Design Connected, and you are going to click it. So for you to be able to download it, you have to log in first. So I log in, then the free Connector app, you can click on it, then you download it. I've downloaded all these, so I just show you how all of them, how you can get all of them. Then you have to get this box tree, because that's what we are going to be using. All you need to do is to go to blog.vispeople.com. So just put in this, and let's go to their main page. This is the main page, and if you click on 3D models, you can see they have quite a lot of them. But that's not really what I'm going for. Just scroll down. It's been a while that I've come to this page, so I don't know which page it actually belongs, but you can browse through, then you will see that free stuff. You can see they even have free pavement texture. I guess it's going to be like page 7 if I'm not. I'm just trying to. Let's go to page 7. Can't see it there. Okay, here on page 6. So you just click on it, then you choose the version that you want. In this case, we want V-Ray for 3ds Max. You download it. I've downloaded it already, so no need to download. I'm going to quickly install every other thing that I've not installed, then we'll get back. All right. So you have downloaded and installed the software. It is, now that all right. So you have downloaded the software. Now you need to open it, and when you open it, the first thing you are going to see is this. When you install Autodesk product, you need to sign in with your Autodesk ID for license, or you enter a serial number or use a network license. So in this case, I'm just going to click on sign in because that is the easiest way to get your license. So I'm going to click on sign in, and it's going to open the browser for me. So in this case, I'll prefer to copy it out. I'll prefer to close this particular browser. I'll retry. Why is because why is it opening? I want it to open this particular one instead of that other one because this one I have my Autodesk account already. So that's why I'm trying to do that. Okay, so it's opening it now. And because I've signed in, you remember that when I wanted to show you how to download, I signed in here. It automatically detects my ID and sign in option, and I'll just click open this product. So automatically it's going to open 3ds Max for us. So I'm going to quickly show you how to set your 3ds Max, what you should set, and what you should not bother about. Now the file is open, and all you have to do is, I think it's still opening here. So now it's totally open now. It's going to give you this welcome screen, and it's going to actually try to encourage you some of the places where you can get some things and all that. I don't want to be seeing this every time I open 3ds Max. So I'm going to uncheck show this welcome screen as startup. I don't want it to be showing every time I start my 3ds Max, but you can look at it. It's very good. So I close that. Then I see this interface. The first thing is I have this stuff floating like this. This is V-Ray toolbar. I'm going to be telling you much more about it. But we have some other things. This is chaos scatter toolbar. You'll be learning more about it too. The next is we have this scene explorer here. What does it do? I'm going to show you now. Here is where you are going to be working most of the time. In fact, all of the time. You have command panel here. Most of your tools are here. So we have 6 tabs at the top here. We have another 7 tabs under. So each of these represents something. If you want to create anything, this is where you are going to be creating. Then if you want to modify anything, that means you want to edit what you created, this is the tab you are going to be editing. Now you are not seeing anything here because you have not created anything. So here we have hierarchy. So we have some things that we are going to be setting here anyway. Then we have motion. You already know when you hear the word motion, you already know what it is, which is animation. Then we have display here, and we have utilities here. We don't really have to cover everything. We only want to cover what is essential to what we are doing. Here under create, you have many other tools. You have create geometry, you have shapes, you have light, cameras, helpers, space warps, and systems. Under geometry, you have this drop down here. So the default is standard primitives. Under the standard primitives, we have all these type of forms. So we have box. We can click on box. For example, you can see that this mouse turned to crosshair when I click on the when I clicked on the box. You can pick a point and hold on to your mouse, drag, release your mouse and move it, then click again. Then you have created a box. It's as simple as that. And now, if I want to edit the parameter of this box, I'll make sure that it is still selected. You can see these arrow edges. It means that it is selected. So I'm going to go to modify, and you can see that we have length, width, height. I can change the length to 1000, the width to 1002. Then press tab again and the height. So the scroll wheel on your keyboard, on your mouse rather, is what you use to zoom in and out. So you are using the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. When you press the scroll wheel, when you hold on to it, then you can pan. You can see I'm panning the scene right now. So that's what this part is all about. Now, what brought me there is this panel. You can see it is called Scene Explorer. As I created this box, it's showing it here. If I create another box, you can see it's showing box 2. If I create a cone, like this, you can see it's showing it here. Now, I don't want to, I don't need it. I don't want to be seeing the list of what I have in the scene. So I will drag it out like this, close it. I'll delete all the stuff that I've created. So I just press delete on my keyboard. Also, you see here we have this Arnold toolbar. I don't need it, so I drag it out again and I'll disable it. You can see max to A. I'll disable it. Now the interface is looking simpler. This is the very toolbar. I don't want it to be floating like this. I can dock it at the top here, but I mostly dock it at the side. I prefer it at the side like that. Then this is the chaos scatter toolbar. I will dock it beside the very toolbar. So I have those. The next thing I am going to do is here, you see here we have C users, craft file studios, then we have 3ds Max 2026. What does that mean? It means that all our files, this is where they are going to be. So if I click on it, you can see the path. So now, do I want that? Well, that is where it is going to save by default to be using. So I can drag this one out. I don't really need it and delete it. Then we have this timer. This timer is for auto backup. So every 15 minutes, the software will do auto backup, and this is the timer. It's going to be timing you until it reaches 0. So it will start from 15. This is on 11 now. It's showing that it's remaining 11 minutes to back up. So I'm going to leave it like this for a while for you to see the way it works. So there's some other things that we need to set. You can see it has turned to 10. So let me just remove it. I don't want it. I don't want to be seeing it. So I know that it's going to be doing auto backup every 15 minutes, and I'm okay with that. The next thing to set is, all the things that we actually needed to do. Now, remember, we created this box, and one of the things you are going to notice is this box, it has, some measurement without units. So these are the measurements, but there's no units around them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to customize, and if I drop down, you are going to see unit setup. And here you can see it's on generic unit. I'm going to change it back to metric, and immediately I do that, I'm going to click OK first. You can see now it's putting meters behind it. Now we now know how big this is, but I'm not going to use meters. I'm going to use millimeters because my file from Revit is millimeters. So I'm going to just put it on millimeters, and you can see the number changed. But there's one thing more that I need to change, because now converting this to millimeter now is very, very much. So let's go unit setup. After you set the display unit scale, you will need to set system unit scale too. Very, very important. And I will advise that you use the same. I always use the same. So I'll click millimeters, and you can see now that the numbers are back to millimeters altogether, and it looks like what we created before. So that's for the unit. Then another thing we need to set is preference. Under preference, when you open it, you are going to see undo, and it is 100. I can leave it at 100, but I want to overdo and set it to 500. And what does that mean? It means that whenever you make mistake and you want to press undo, by default you can only press it 100 times, but by setting it to 500, you are setting it that until you press undo 500 times, it should continue to work. So that's for that. Then we come to files. Under files, really there's nothing much to set here again, because most of the things that I do set before are already not really needed. And one of them is compress on save. I just need to explain it to you so that if you feel you need it, then fine. Compress on save means that every time you save, 3ds Max is going to compress the file. Now, why is it important? Is because normally rather, your 3ds Max file is going to be a little bit, big. So if you have 500 gig on your hard disk space, for example, and maybe one single file, depending on how big the project is, one single file is taking 1 gig space. It means that if you have 500 of that project, it will take over 500 gig. But remember, your computer is not only for 3ds Max. You have many other things you will do. You will still install the softwares that you use. So all of these are going to take up your space. So instead of 3ds Max file to take up your space, it will compress it. So if you have 1 gig, it will probably compress it to 300 MB, then you are good. That's what it is for. Then we have auto backup. Under auto backup, we have the number of auto backup files. In this case, it is 10. It means that when it is doing auto backup, it's going to create 10 files. And for now, I would say you should leave it at 10. But what it means is this. This is what it means. When you come to your software, you see, when you come to document, you see this folder that you are working in, and you see auto backup. Under auto backup, you can see we have auto backup 1, auto backup 2, 3, 4, 5 till 10. So that is very, very important for you to note. So it's going to create 10 auto backup, and when it reaches 10, then it will replace 1 again, it will replace 2, it will replace until it reaches 10 again, then it will replace again and again and again. So I prefer it that way, and that's what I set there. So the next thing to set is under rendering, you click color management. Now the default color management is OCIO, which is really good, but it is advanced, and for a beginner I would rather go back to the legacy gamma workflow. The legacy gamma workflow is what was there before This was introduced in 2004, before OCIO was introduced in 2004. And for a beginner, I don't want you to be stressing yourself about color. So it's just better to, stay with Gamma Workflow 2.2. So that's for that. Yes. So now, the next thing I'm going to set before I stop this tutorial is what we call user interface. So I have some set of plugins that I told you to download, like the relink bitmap. Oh, there's one more thing that I did not tell you. Let me just quickly tell you. After you download and install your 3ds Max, it's always better. It's always better to go to product updates. Now we downloaded 3ds Max 2026, and if you want to be using 3ds Max with uh, Revit, you will need to download an update, an extension that will make it work very well. So I'm going to just quickly wait for the software to load, and you can see under product update we have options. I'll click extension, and under it I'm going to scroll down. And if your Revit is Revit 2026, then you are going to see Revit Interoperability 2026.1 updates. You are going to download it because you are going to be needing it. But if you are using Revit 2025, 2024, 2023, you are not going to see it under product update. You are going to come back to all products. Then under 3ds Max, you are going to select 3ds Max. You are going to choose the version which is 2026. Sorry, 2025 if your Revit is 2025. If your Revit is 2024, you are going to select it. If your Revit is 2023, you are going to select it. After selecting each of the version you want, you are going to click extension, and you are going to scroll down. So under 2023, there is no interoperability extension because it came already installed in 2023. But from 2024, you have to download it yourself, and you can see Autodesk Revit Interoperability 2024.3.2 updates. So it's 3 gig, you have to download it. So for 2025 as well, you are going to see it under extension. Am I under extensions? Yes. But it's no longer here. Quite funny. I downloaded it here some days ago. Or is it under updates? It was supposed to be here because I downloaded it from here. So I can't find it here. I don't know why. Maybe they removed it. Maybe something happened. So, and you can search too. You can search the search bar here. That's for that. When you download it, it's going to look like this. It will be named Revit Core Engine. This is the one I downloaded that I said I'm not seeing again. So I don't know what they have done to their website between 3-4 days. So it's going to be Revit Core Engine. So if you download it for Revit 2025, it's going to be 2025. Then for 2026, it's this. So we're going to get back to that. But the other stuff that I told you to download, I told you to download Copytor. So this is my own Copytor that I bought then. I'm just going to drag it and drop it into 3ds Max like that. By dragging and dropping it, I've installed it. The same thing with relink bitmap. I'm going to drag and drop it. So I have them. So how do I access them? And that's what I want to show you here. You click customize user interface and you click on toolbar because I want them to be toolbar. Yeah. And you can see we already see Copytor. So what I'm going to do is I'll create a new toolbar. I will name it craft file. I'll click OK. This is the toolbar. Now you can see it is empty. So I'm just going to drag this Copytor and drop it there. Then I'm going to scroll down, press R to quickly get to where I'm going. You'll see the link bitmap, drag it and drop it. Unfortunately, you cannot see the relink bitmap, even though it's there, because a logo is supposed to show, just a logo like this supposed to show, but it will not show until I close 3ds Max and I open it. So I've done what I needed to do, and now we can, get back into the project in the next video and start working. Thank you.